See, this is what happens when you're indecisive and you have two options. Which one am I supposed to choose? I don't know. Why do I give myself so many options? Hello besties, it's Kira. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing TBR jar picks my November TBR. I almost said December. I don't know why I said December. It's not December. I decided today that I wanted to do the TBR jar. We're gonna bring it back because next month I'm pretty much gonna pick my own TBR again. I'm going to use the TBR jar. It's gonna give me a prompt and I'm going to find a book that's on my TBR, physical or if it's available on Kindle, to pick it up there, and that's the book I'm gonna try to read this month. So pretty self-explanatory. Let's get into it. Make sure to follow all my socials down below along with my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist. Things are down there if you want to check those out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And let's get right into it. First prompt. I added, I think, one new prompt since I've done this. I love this prompt. The first prompt is book that is part of a series, which is good because I have many options for this. All right, the three books that I thought of for this prompt was Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the second book in the Maple Hills series. This is about Russ and Aurora. It takes place during a summer camp. Heard a lot of good things about this book and I wanted to read it this month. So then we have Air of Fire, which is my fourth book in the Throne of Glass series. This is just a continuation of the story. And then last but not least, I have Reckless by Elsa Silver, which is the fourth book in the Chestnut Spring series. This is about Theo and Winter, I believe, and it's accidental pregnancy or secret baby, something like that. Not my favorite trope, but people who also don't like this trope really liked this book. Like, it was done well, so that is another option. I'm between two. Do you want to read Air of Fire or Wildfire? I think I'm gonna go with Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I explained it's about Russ and Aurora. Takes place during a summer camp. That's really all I know. For a book that is a part of a series, I'm gonna go with Wildfire by Hannah Grace. One prompt down. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I think I'll do 8. We'll do 8 prompts. Book that is YA. This might take me a sec. This actually didn't take me too long because I honestly don't know a lot of YA books that I have on my TBR, like specifically. Like, I'm sure I have a lot of YA fantasies, but I don't know off the top of my head which ones are YA and which are not. The first one that came to mind was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is a second book in the Harry Potter series. I know this series is YA, so. I mentioned in my wrap-up that I was filming a whole video on the whole series. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm sorry if you guys were really looking forward to it, but it is just going to take me forever to do that because I'm probably not going to read the series back to back to back. It did take me a little while to get through the first book, if we were being honest. I think it like almost took me a week, and I give it, I think, a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. So yeah, I heard the series just gets better over time. I will not say what this one is about because it's a continuation from the first book. Book that is YA, I'm going to go with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. All right, third prompt. What are we going to get? A book you think will be a 5 stars. Ooh. See, this is the problem, and I'm currently filming a video related to this. I have actually no idea what is going to be a 5 stars for me. So this is kind of just like a wild card. I'm gonna pick Powerless by Lauren Roberts. So many people have been talking about this book in the last few months, and everybody's literally obsessed with it. I think this really has potential to be 5 stars for me, but I'm like not sure because I'm kind of in a 5-star slump. I really have no idea what this is about. All I know is that this one girl is supposedly an ordinary and a girl that people are supposed to be elites. I heard the banter is incredible from the male main character. This has potential to be a 5 stars. I hope it is. So the book that I'm picking for a book that I think will be a 5 stars, I'm gonna go with Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Next prompt, what's it gonna be? Book that everyone is talking about. All right, only one book comes to mind with this prompt. Adding another fantasy book to my TBR this month, which I was really in a romance mood, so we'll see if these actually get read. I'm very interested in this book. I saw it in a bookstore months ago before anybody was talking about it, and then I watched Raven-Haired Reader, I think that's her name, Rachel, on BookTube here, and she was like raving about this book. Like, she said book bestie Sarah Caroli read it and really, really liked it. I don't know what that is. It's One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. All I know is that Sarah described it as like a gothic fantasy. Fall time is like great for some gothic kind of vibes. Something about a plague. It's got something following her in her mind. I don't know if it's a shadow, like what is it? She's trying to find some kind of cards to beat the plague, maybe? It's kind of intriguing me. And I think the second book just came out. For a book that everybody is talking about, I'm gonna pick One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling. All right, hopefully I get a prompt that has to do with a romance book, because we're getting a little bit dark and fantasy-esque over here. Book your friend chooses for you. Ooh, I have the perfect person. I'm going to text Franny, my work bestie who turned into my book bestie and just bestie overall. I'm gonna send her, I think, 2 romance books, because we need a romance book and she's a romance girly that I'm interested in reading this month. I'm gonna tell her to pick one. Okay, so my 2 options that I'm gonna send her are All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I just think this gives the most fall vibes. So, and Mile High by Liz Tomford, which is a hockey romance book, and if she looks up these descriptions, then she'll probably choose this one. These are my 2 options I'm going to send her. I will get back to you guys when she answers. Okay, my friend has responded on which book that she wants me to read this month. She picked Mile High by Liz Tomford, which I just knew. This is about Xanders and Stevie. Xanders is a Playboy hockey player, and Stevie works for his NHL team as a flight attendant, and it's their romance. I like it like everybody else did. Next, prompt number 5. Book on your TBR for way too long. I get this prompt like every single month that I do this freaking video, and I don't read the books that have been on my TBR for too long. So technically this book is not the one that's been on my TBR the longest. It's been on my TBR since October 19th of 2022. So I'm gonna pick it. That's Fall into Temptation by Lucy Score. This is like a really old release, I think. Look at this cover. I have to read this before the fall ends, and I wanted to read it in November so gosh darn bad. So it's a single mom. It's her tenant or landlord of some sort. That's all I need to know is a single fucking mom and a Lucy Score book. The book that's been on my TBR way too long. It's Fall into Temptation by Lucy Score. 2 more prompts. A book set in summer. Guys, you're gonna hate me, but I'm not doing this one right now because I'm not gonna read a summer book right now. A book you started but never finished. Another dead prompt because I'm not picking up my DNFs right now. Book published this year. Ooh, this chunker was released this year, so very excited about that. I'm gonna go with The Ashes and the Star Cursing by Carissa Broadbent. I have just been thinking about Serpent and Wings of Night so much lately. I've just been thinking about them so goddamn much. And I don't know if it's because it's like vampire, spooky vibes that are going on right now. I don't know. I just really want to know how her story ends, like so badly. It's bittersweet because I think this is the last book that is about Raya and Rain. And then the series continues on different characters. Now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't read the novella. So I'm going to put the novella also on my TBR for this month. A book that was published this year. I'm going with The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. We are going to do one more prompty prompt. I might just throw in some honorable mentions while I'm at it. And final prompt is a book with a 1-word title. Technically, I think that this is 1 word. I'm going to say it's 1 word because it looks like it's 1 word. It's Blindside by Candy Steiner, which is the 2nd book in the Red Zone series or whatever it's called. But I think it's fake dating. She wants to get noticed by her crush and he wants to make his ex jealous. Yeah, it's a football romance. I wanted to read it because it's obviously football season. Book with a 1-word title. I'm gonna go with Blindside by Candy Steiner. I'm just gonna quickly talk about some of my honorable mentions. Ones that I'm hoping to also get to this month. I definitely want to get to Air of Fire this month. I want to get through the Throne of Glass series or keep moving on with it because the storyline is really interesting and I love Selena, our girl main character. I heard that this is the book that everybody like really falls in love with the series. I'm very, very excited. I'm like kind of scared. I'm like actually like super scared. Like I don't even know what to expect. One last honorable mention, because my friend didn't pick this one. I'm just gonna throw it out there just in case I get to it. All Roads Lead Here by Myra Spana. She didn't pick this one, so I'm just gonna put it on my TBR just in case I'm in the mood for it. It is really long. I think that's why I haven't picked this up. So we'll see if I get to it. I'm putting it on the mental radar. So that is it for this video. I'm going to go through my prompts once again and do a little bit of recap of what prompt goes with what book. So for the prompt, a book that was a part of a series, I picked Wildfire by Hannah Grace, the second book in the Maple Hill series. And my second prompt was a book that is YA. I picked the second book in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because I know that this whole series is YA. Then my next prompt was a book you think that would be a 5 stars. If I had to choose one that I think could possibly, not really sure, I'm gonna pick Powerless by Lauren Roberts, because I've just heard so many good things about this, and I think the concept and everything that I've been hearing could make it a 5 stars for me. For the prompt, a book my friend chose for me. My friend ended up picking Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. For the prompt, a book that everybody's talking about, I decided to choose One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling, because I've heard so many things about this in the last month, and very excited to hopefully pick this up this month. For a book that has been on my TBR for way too long, which is a lot of them, I decided to pick up Fall into Temptation by Lucy Score. For a book published this year, I decided to pick The Ashes and the Stalker's King by Carissa Broadbent. I'm going to read, like I said, the novella before, which is like really short, and then I will get into this, but this was released in 2023. And last, but certainly not least, a book with a one-word title. I picked Blindside by Candy Steiner. That is all for this video. I will definitely not get to all of these books this month. I would love to kill it. We will have to see what I'm in the mood for, what I have the time for. I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm glad that I got a lot of books that I actually wanted to read this month. The TBR jar is so fun. It's a way to mix things up, maybe find new books that I am like, wow, I actually really want to read this month. Why haven't I not picked it up type thing. If you discover new books, maybe even new authors. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have some very exciting videos that I have planned for this month, so definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stick around. Follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist. Everything is down there if you want to check that out. I think that's all from me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!